Ladies and gentlemen, through the ups, through the downs, the highs, the lows, the walk-offs, the blown safe, through all the shit, through all the glory, the injuries, the losing streaks, the winning streaks, the good times, the bad times, your Baltimore Orioles are heading to the playoffs. How can you not be romantic about Baltimore Orioles baseball? Oh my God, I didn't know if it would happen. There were times we doubted it. There were times we asked the question, is this the team? Can this team do it? Is a historic collapse coming? The Baltimore Orioles are going to the playoffs. The Baltimore Orioles are going to the playoffs. Listen, I understand that some teams are going to say, some people are going to be upset. Like, why are you celebrating getting to the playoffs after you had a lead in the division and you blew it, after you had such a rough stretch at the end? Listen, since 1984, the Orioles have made the playoffs now 7 times. Only 7 times. When you get in the dance, you celebrate. It is not easy to make the playoffs in Major League Baseball. We see the Texas Rangers won it all last year, aren't making it. We've seen time and time again these super talented teams not make the playoffs because it's hard. You have to go through the shit of 162 games and come out on top more often than not. It's special to make the playoffs. It's special in Baltimore because it doesn't happen all the time. Couldn't say it. Do not take this for granted. Playoffs do not happen all the time. As Baltimore Orioles fans, we understand the simple fact that the playoffs are not guaranteed. The playoffs are not guaranteed. Yeah. First back-to-back playoff berths in. Yes, I believe so. Yeah. In 27 years. 27 years. I'm just going to hand up. Expose my. I was not alive the last time the Orioles went to back-to-back playoffs. I'm 24. I was born in 2000. Sorry if that was a shock to a lot of people. I've never seen in my lifetime, this is my first time ever seeing the Orioles go to back-to-back playoffs. Guys, I'm fired up. I got Gatorade here. We got a tequila shot here as well. I love it. The O's are back in the playoffs. The O's are back. Listen, look at the celebration. You got Jackson Holiday. Kira, I know I dropped the ball. I was going to have champagne ready. I didn't think it was I didn't have the best faith. I didn't know if it was going to happen tonight. I should have gotten some. I should have had some faith. But my gosh, in shock. Hey, the soda is cold as well. The beer's cold. The soda's cold. Everything is cold in Birdland, but the O's are getting hot. I'm going to talk about the game. Part of me was going to just kind of gloss over it, and honestly, this might still become more of just a gloss over of this game because, yes, this game was fun. This game had a lot of great things in it. But for the most part, tonight's episode, we're talking about the perseverance. The Orioles have played what officially? 157 games. They have 5 games left. For 157 games, us as Orioles fans have sat here. We've sat here for 157 games hoping the Orioles would just get in the playoffs. I know people wanted the division. I know people wanted the 1 seed. People wanted the bye. I know it's not always the way you wanted, but the goal from day one, the goal on day one was to make the World Series, was to make the playoffs. Make the World Series, and the first step is to make the playoffs. You can't win the World Series if you don't get in. You can't make the World Series if you don't get in. This team, man, this team. I see we just hit 200 viewers currently on YouTube. So, yeah, if you're new to the channel, hit that like and subscribe button. This is Kevin and Zachary. Kevin Ostreicher will be on here for a little bit in a moment. We go live after every single Orioles and Ravens game. We've been going live after every single Orioles game since, I believe, middle of late June. So we've been here every single game, talked about every single game, through the shitty times, through the fun times, and this is what it's about. I have to get in. Pocket watch. I appreciate you. Postseason, here we come. Appreciate you as always. Pocket watch. These are one of those shows where you just take a step back. I'm going to be honest with you guys. It's a show where I sit here and I think about every show we sat here and we questioned everything. We didn't know what this team was. We didn't know what this team was going to do. We didn't know if it was the inevitable collapse. I think about all the times we sat here and we talked about what if they miss? What if they get the 1 seed? We had everything. We've had all the conversation, and it's led to tonight. The Orioles are in the playoffs. That monkey is off their back. They're going to be playing. They're going to be playing ball in October, and that's all we could ask for. So let's get into this game a little bit. Guys, there was a baseball game. Yeah, we're celebrating. We're celebrating a little, and I guess before we get into the Orioles game, I'll have my toast. So, I'm going to do a toast, a quick tequila toast, to the Baltimore Orioles, but more importantly, for everyone who tunes into this, for everyone who's watched the games, who's watched the post games, who's joined the comments, who's come in here and talked with us, who's been pissed with us, who's been ecstatic with us. This community, we live and die together with each and every pitch. So, without further ado, this is not only to the Orioles making the playoffs, but to everyone who has been here the entire time, who's new, who's been here. We do this every day because of you guys, because we love this, and for fucking moments like this, because this is what we go. And yeah, Riley, winter meetings, we got the winter meetings shot glass. The year kind of fell off because I watched it. But, hey, cheers, everyone. Go Orioles. We're playing ball in October. Sip and smile. Woo! Oh, my God. This is what we live for, baby. This is what we live for. Bottoms up, baby. The Baltimore Orioles. The Baltimore Orioles beat the New York Yankees by a final score of 5-3, which means if the Orioles beat the Yankees, I guess that means the New York Yankees lose, and more importantly, the Baltimore Orioles are celebrating. The Baltimore Orioles are celebrating in New York, popping champagne in the Bronx, Yankee Stadium. The Yankees lose. The Orioles are going to the playoffs. Ladies and gentlemen, what a night. What a night. And yeah, you got to – Orioles officially take the season series against the New York Yankees. Officially take the season series against the New York Yankees. Let's have a night, but let's dive into this a little bit more. Let's get into it a little bit more. Orioles win 5-3, and it really all started with Dean Kramer. It all started with Dean Kramer, and I can't even get into breaking down the game because Guys, it's called Kevin and Zach React for a reason. There's not just one of me. There's two of me. There's also my me, Kevin, striker. Kevin, going to the playoffs.
You just called me your mini-me?
Yeah.
Wow, I know I'm short, but
here we are, baby.
Yeah, I know I'm short, but I can't pull off that mustache like you can.
Oh, Kevin, you're too kind. You're too kind. Kevin, how just initial? I've already taken a tequila shot. We've had a time. It's just thankful the Orioles are going to the playoffs, baby.
Yeah, you know, I think we complement each other really well, and we're both on the same wavelength. You know, I rarely am the guy that gets like all like screamy and fired up about things, but man, like, how can you not just be ecstatic and excited, man? Like, I know it's been a struggle. I know we've been through a lot of ups and downs, and guess what? I caught myself on the wrong mic this time, so we're switching it over.
I was just about to think you're on the wrong mic, but I was gonna let you figure it out.
You know, it's an accomplishment, and I heard you talk about it at the beginning, where like Baltimore deserves this, Orioles fans deserve this. You know, for some teams who, you know, playoffs are nothing to them. Getting in, it's been easy, and you know they're used to it. You know, the Orioles haven't done that recently, and to be covering this team, to be watching this team, to be a fan of this team, they never make it easy. Baltimore sports don't make it easy. You know, we're not
never, Kevin. Tying run at the plate when you get it. What else would you expect, Kevin? What else would you expect from this damn ball team?
No, yeah, it's, you know, and now, you know, the big thing to me, and I don't know if you mentioned this or not, but it just takes a weight off their shoulders. Like, obviously, go get the job done, and again, the division is out of reach, man. Like, we can be honest about that, but like, go lock up that top wild card spot. Go try to get some good habits leading into the playoffs, and just play your game. Whatever happens, happens. You know, we say it. No team wants it right now. You know, can the Orioles be that team that gets hot? Maybe they do, maybe they don't. But everybody has a shot in October, and it's a whole new season. So before we get into the game, I saw. Well, did you want to say something first?
Well, I was going to say I put out the tweet. We've been saying it since the beginning. There's three things you got to do. Get in, get hot, find a way, win it all. So, step one down. You got in. Now you just got to get hot.
Yep. And so I saw you took a shot of water, obviously. So I don't have any of that, but what I do have is I got the Dole pineapple juice, and we're just gonna chug this thing right now. We're not gonna shotgun it. We're just gonna I know. You know, they have like huge things of these at Costco. Like you can get like the 40 pack or whatever. I'll tell you, I could down that in one sitting with my 18 corn dogs.
Kevin, the people are calling for the ramen. We might have to do that. Later.
I don't even know how to make ramen.
That's appreciate you, Laura, first off. But wait, you know what? We're not even gonna.
All right, we're gonna pop this. We're gonna pop this. Look at this. Here we go. All right, ready? I heard you do your toast. I'll do mine. This has been a heck of a grind for Zach and I to do this after every Orioles game. You know, we love every second of it except for Zach. And, you know, we hop on here to try to provide a safe space and a spot where everybody can talk about this team, win, lose, draw, which obviously can't happen in baseball. But, you know, it's everything that we imagined this show when actually Rocco first came up with it. And Zach and I kind of took on the project. We've built up such an awesome community here. And to the reactors who are everyday watchers and listeners, to the people who've tuned in even just once, you know, that's the making of a community, is people who support us. We obviously love our community, and we couldn't do what we do without you and without everybody who supports us. So thank you for that. And we're only going to keep going. And Zach and I talked about it, where it's like, you know, these playoff reaction shows, just the fact that we can react to playoff games is a whole different animal. Yeah. So Yeah,
This
gonna
is why we
be.
do it, Kevin, for moments like this to hope. And Kevin, there's been an army. We've got Ramen, appreciate you. Joe, appreciate you. Aviator saying he's second in line. Spicy Ramen, Aviator.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to get a cooking lesson on how to make ramen.
Yeah, and there it is. We'll get Kevin a
Ramen
cooking
bowl.
lesson on ramen after he shows us his bathroom. And then I did want to bring this up, Mike. Appreciate you. This was one of those moments I tweeted out, Kevin. This is one of those moments that you just can't help but say, how can you not be romantic about baseball? Kevin, 2 of the 3 final outs recorded to send the Orioles to the playoffs were caught by Kyle Stowers and Connor Norby.
Poetic with a side of Cole Irvin.
Yeah, Cole Irvin in the stand, or well, I guess in the bullpen. But this, Kevin, let's go over the game for a few.
Okay, well, can I drink my pineapple juice first?
Yeah.
Hold an open pineapple juice for the entire show.
Kevin, I love you, brother. Let's go.
All right, here we go. We're gonna make. I might have to mute myself because this is gonna make the most diabolical slurping sounds known to man here.
Nope, Kevin, we gotta roll with it. This is playoffs.
Dude, do you know how? Do you know the sniper army we have in this chat of how quickly things get clipped up?
Yeah, and it's scary and it's impressive at the same time.
Yeah.
Let's chug it.
Okay, all right, fine. But I'm warning everybody, I am not liable because the slurping with chugging this can get a little crazy. But all right, here we go.
Chug, 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 chug. Oh, you're actually chugging. Oh, wow. Aviator saying reactors prepare to clip. Slam it on your head. I was more like a side, like crush.
Well, there's still probably. I want to spill this on the floor.
Yeah, you're good, Kevin. You're good. They did it. But, Kevin, congratulations. The Baltimore Orioles are going to the playoffs. The celebration I've been seeing all over Twitter has been incredible. Like, genuinely, just everything about this team. You just see how much they care and love each other, and they just have fun. They just have fun. And that's all it's about. Hyder, before I came up to do this, caught a little bit of his. He was interviewed on Masson and had tears coming out of his eyes. He said partially from the champagne, partially from the emotion. But he, word for word, verbatim, started out with, the past few months have sucked at times. It's been rough. Like, he was straight up about it. He said it has not been fun, but they're getting guys back. They're putting together better at-bats, which we saw again tonight. They're putting together better pitching outings. Kevin, we say all the time, get in, get hot, go win it. This team is starting to show the signs of getting hot. They have 5 games left. They're officially in the playoffs. Guys like Westberg gets a hit. Ramon Arias comes back, gets that big home run. Mountcastle off the bench, first at bat, gets the single. The guys you want back, Ryan O'Hearn, while we're at it, his bat's completely back. Yep. 2 for 2 on the night. Heston Kjersted's making more great contact. He had a three-hit game a few days ago. The team, Gunnar gets on base again. Adley's still a little concerning, but, Westberg gets another hit. Already said him. Cedric Mullins almost took advantage of the Little League ballpark twice, but just came up short. This team is getting hot at the right time, Kevin. I could not be happier about it.
Yeah, at least just showing habits-wise. I mean, you just want to develop as many good habits as you can heading into the postseason. Now that you're in, you can kind of focus on which areas you need to improve on. They need to make sure that they get that top wild card spot. But, when and if that happens, there's a lot to look forward to. And it's nothing's a guarantee on October, but that's the good and the bad of it, right? Where anything can happen. And so for a team that struggled largely over the last 3 months with consistency, a team that is, lost series and, has had crazy things happen, bunch of injuries, it's all you need is to develop what you have to. If there's something you want to work on before the playoffs, go work on it. right? And I know that with the format changing and, with Baltimore, we don't know who they're going to get in that wild card. But again, it's just like it doesn't matter. You play who's in front of you and you go from there. That's kind of how you have to look at this.
So as things stand right now at this very second, Orioles have a 4-game lead on that top wild card. So the Orioles would have to lose. Every team would have to win out, and the Orioles would have to lose out pretty much for them to. Just for them to miss. Yeah. And Pocket Watch again. Appreciate you. Seriously, Pocket Watch. What an incredible year. Been fun watching you guys in this show grow and evolve, grow some more. Can't wait to see the hyper growth this postseason because the O's are going to be playing October baseball. Appreciate you, Pocket. Appreciate everyone who tunes in.
That's a Banksy appearance, by the way, as is the rule. So I'll go look at the ramen instructions because I think the consensus is I'll eat one. And I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. So okay, let me go get Banksy and get the ramen and.
Awesome. We're gonna see peer pressure, baby, peer pressure. But I'm gonna go over while Kevin is going to get his cat. I'm going to go over a little bit more of the box score. So we saw 5 strong
edition.
When did you get that?
Today. I have the penguin, the chicken, and the octopus all together now.
Kevin, I'm proud of you.
I can't hear you, but you're welcome.
Yes. So that just happened. Kevin got an octopus. But let's talk about the pitching staff. Dean Kramer, 5 innings, only 1 earned run. You could argue over the past 7-8 starts, Dean Kramer's been the most consistent starter on the Baltimore Orioles. I mean, let's look up his stats. Let's go to All Handy Stat Muse. Dean Kramer last 5 games or last 7 games. So last 7 games, he has an ERA of 3.2. He's only given up. He had the 1 rough outing against San Fran. But Dean Kramer, man. Dean Kramer, he's getting hot right now. So let's do this little poll in the chat. Right now, Orioles officially going to the playoffs. We no longer have to say if they go to the playoffs. We no longer have to say assuming they go to the playoffs. What we're doing right now is playoffs happening right now, assuming Corbin Burns and Zach Eflin are your 1 and 2 game starters. Who's 3? Albert Suarez, Dean Kramer. I think I'm going Dean Kramer. And Ryan, you didn't miss much. Orioles just won a game or something. I think the season officially is over. So I think this was the last game they played. So this is I think this has got to be Kramer. And man, what a second half for Dean Kramer. This is back-to-back years of an incredible second half for Dean Kramer. Talk about a guy that when the going gets tough, when the intensity rises, the moment becomes bigger. You need wins in the second half. You need guys down the stretch who can win you those games. More times than not, Dean Kramer has been that guy over the past 2 years. Say what you want about Dean Kramer. Say what you want about Dean Kramer. Say what you want about the inconsistencies in the first half. Dean Kramer has been a dog for this team more times than not in this second half. A dog. And speaking of dogs, we're going the opposite of a dog. We got Kevin back with Banksy. Kevin has no clue that I just hit that incredible segue, and he'll never know. There he is.
Look, he's so happy the Orioles clinched. You see his face? Look at him.
Ecstatic, Kevin.
Look at him. Yay. See, there he is. Look at him. Look, you can play the song. I
already played it. Yankees. Kevin, I'm not going to lie. I'm watching the celebration. in the clubhouse. The boys deserve it. The boys deserve this. They really do.
Yeah. Good group of guys.
Yeah. And Bear, I'm saying being in the community, Ryan has made Baltimore sports so much more fun. You guys rock. We really appreciate that. That's what we're here for. And oh man, when we said it's a party and people are coming to celebrate, we meant it. Ladies and gentlemen, hang on to your hats. The one and only Rocco DeSangro. Rocco, the Orioles are playoff bound. How we feeling?
It's incredible, man. First time going to the postseason in back-to-back years since, 95, 96?
Mm-hmm.
Were you guys even alive?
Nope, I wasn't. Not since Kevin.
No.
But you, Banksy.
Yeah, Banksy was definitely alive.
Yeah.
He had all 4 legs at that point. Now he only has 3.
I was 2 years old, and I don't remember shit. Yeah, that's exactly where I was at, 95. So, I mean, incredible. How about the performance from the O's tonight? I mean, going to the Bronx, taking care of business, and then there's nothing sweeter. I mean, the celebration last season when they clinched originally was epic at Camden Yards, but there's nothing sweeter than just popping those bottles in the away team's clubhouse. Not only the away team, your bitter rival.
Yeah.
The team that everyone in this fan base hates. So, I mean, that's the cherry on top. And in watching that Marlins Twins game, man, it was just like, we talk about how romantic baseball is. How can you not be romantic about it? Cole Irvin pitching the 9th inning for the Twins. They lost. Connor Norby and Kyle Stowers making 2 of the 3 final outs for the Marlins defensively. It's like, you can't script it any better than that. So, heck of a night for the O's, this fan base. Celebrate accordingly, celebrate appropriately, live it up, and hopefully many more celebrations to come.
You know, that's the thing, is this is hopefully just the first of many this season. This is just hopefully the first of many. Man, it's all about the first one. And we talked about this all the time. It's just about getting in. Baseball is so weird. Baseball, every single year you see teams that you didn't expect to make a run. Whether they win it all or not is another thing. But last year you see the Diamondbacks, hell, the Rangers. You know, you see teams each year go on these runs that make you go, where the hell did they come from? Hell, you can see the Phillies last year. The Phillies got hot and it looked like they were world beaters. Nobody was beating the Phillies last year. It's a weird game. It's a weird game, especially in October. It's anyone's ball game. Go out there and just try to win it.
I mean, fellas, you look at the teams that have been so good in the regular season and they've just fallen off. And then you look at the teams, you talked about the Rangers. Not that they were bad by any means last season, but I think on last Thursday's show, Zach, you and Ryan talked about their record at the midway point and how bad it was. And then the losing streaks they went on in the second half. Listen, I'm not saying that the Orioles are going to go and win the World Series, but I'm not saying they aren't. So I'm not one of those people that's going to count them out. I try to be very realistic about baseball. And when you get in MLB's postseason, truly anything can happen. Teams get hot. Magic. It's like you talk about Orioles magic. They need a lot of that in the postseason, especially with, the bullpen concerns and everything along those lines. Even when Sir Anthony comes in the 9th and Soto comes in late in the game, I'm sitting there like, oh man, what's about to happen? They have this game. They have the lead. I'm just waiting for something bad to happen. But it didn't. I mean, they got the win at the end of the day, and that's all that matters.
You know when, Rocco, when I think I realized that this team's going to be okay after all, you get that weird play to end the 7th, was it? Where Glaber gets caught in the rundown. The Orioles luck into a run, but the Yankees snagged momentum, and you were like, well, here it goes. We got to find a way to survive the next 2 innings. Just find a way. Colton Cowser immediately gets up first at bat, home run into the New York sky. And I kind of took a deep breath of like, this team still got that fight. And win or lose, we've been talking about this, Kevin, win or lose over the last week to 2 weeks, the one thing the Orioles have shown more of that they hadn't over their big stretch is this team is fighting again. Even when they lose, they are taking it to the very last out. You have to get all 27 outs to beat the Baltimore Orioles again. And that makes me happy because we kind of gotten to a point where you saw guys, the Orioles went down 2. It was like, well, game over. That's it. Now the Orioles go down a few. You're like, all it takes is one guy getting on and this team can go back.
Exactly.
Yeah. And while we're here real fast, Insight, appreciate you. And thanks for a great year, guys. Let's win this thing. I completely agree, Insight. Let's go win this thing. Kieran, appreciate you as well. Who do we want into the playoffs, Detroit or Kansas City? Give me Kansas City. KC's playing some bad ball, but I don't think people truly understand how bad of baseball Kansas City. They've had 2 7-game losing streaks in their last 30 games.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, like that's not good. Victoria, shake and bake, baby. Appreciate you. Oh my gosh, Nick knows. Appreciate you. You guys are awesome. You guys are absolutely awesome. Appreciate every single one of you. Nikki saying we needed this is an understatement. This team simply would not allow this to slip through their fingers. And when they held their second straight playoff opportunity, October awaits. Go O's. Go O's indeed. This is a time where we really saw the Orioles over the past few days. It's just the fight. It's the fire. The team seems to have their energy back. I'm not going to say it's all because of the guys returning, but it's hard to think that you getting your boys back, you getting the guys that you went to war with last year, that you went into the playoffs with last year, you get Westberg back, you get Mountie back, you get Ramon back, you get Coulomb back, you get Webb back. These are big guys for this team. They're healthy. They're looking good. They have 5 more games now. Now that we're in the playoffs, I would play every single one of them every game. Get them as many reps as possible to get on track, go into the postseason, try to win it. We got one more real fast. Mike, appreciate you. Said not going to lie, there's likely a 0.0% chance Hyde gets fired. I'm starting to agree as well. Before I was thinking maybe not. If he gets swept in the wild card round, I think it's a possibility still. I think then it might be, you just have to move on. But especially if he's the top wild card team, you go out there, you win the wild card, even if they lose a tough one in the divisional round. If they're winning divisional round games this year, Hyde staying. It's that next step. You didn't win any divisional round games last year. If you even get to the divisional round, I think you're safe, but definitely if he wins. Any comments, guys?
Sorry, I've been looking at the instructions on how to cook this goddamn ramen.
Kevin, I think we have to do this as now that they've made it, I think we create like a time. Like, I don't think you do that tonight. I think you do that because I think you're going to hurt yourself if you try to.
Well, can I microwave this thing or do I put it in a bowl?
You can microwave that, Kevin.
Yeah. Really?
Mm-hmm. Just look at the instructions, buddy.
Well, I see. It says remove the lid, take out the soup and the vegetable pouches.
30-minute or not 30-minute? 30
no,
minute
it's like 3.
30-second or to like a minute Easy Mac. You ever made Easy Mac, Kev? Put some water in it, apply the cheese powder, then you're cooking. It's the best.
Cheese powder?
Yeah, dude. I ate
on the ramen.
Everyone was on the ramen kick in college, and I was just like, give me my Easy Mac stacks. I would buy like the cups of them.
Yeah, the Easy Mac. Hell yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. It was the way to go. But I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like I need to put this in a bowl to microwave it.
Gosh, you guys are incredible. Every time I get done, another one pops up. Eric, appreciate you. I'm in that minority saying, but he wants Detroit. Listen, you know what kind of scares me is the storyline of it's 10 years since we beat that Detroit team that had David Price, Justin Verlander, Max Scherzer. So I just don't need that revenge coming at like the 10-year anniversary revenge. Like that's the last thing I need. But Detroit's playing hot ball right now. I think I would like to avoid them, especially Super Bowl. What, Rocco?
Caleb called him Kevin Ramsey. Like Gordon. Took me a second. I was like, who the hell is Kevin Ramsey?
God, the meme is gonna be what did he cook after I finish making this ramen? Dude, it says add room temperature water, place in a microwave uncovered for 3 minutes on high.
Yeah.
Really?
Kevin, what are you? An idiot sandwich.
Seriously. All right. Well, okay. You all right, you two talk about the game. I'm gonna go try to make this ramen, and I will be back. And again, this is the first. So I didn't buy all the spicy levels. So this is the first level out of 6 spice levels on the ramen, and we're doing it to celebrate the Orioles making the playoffs. And you can add in fan of the show, Ryan Ripken. Ryan, I'm about to go cook this ramen, so I'll be back. We're gonna celebrate. So I'll be back. And
we have different ways to celebrate.
Well, Zach saw
He got a new octopus.
No, I thought that was a
There was a first octopus.
no, it goes next to my penguin, my chicken, and now the octopus.
You got another puss?
We got the octopus, Ryan. Plus,
I said
you can't forget about all the fish I got.
The 1,300 fish.
Yeah,
shirts and pants.
including this guy.
Kevin, go make your ramen. Kevin's just showing fish artwork while we're trying to get him to eat ramen. Ryan, are the O's fine?
I thought this team gave up. Didn't that look like a team that gave up, Zach? Looked like a team that was embarrassed. Looked like a team that didn't want to fight for their manager. Look, I say the things not to be so optimistic. I try to be realistic with it. And I think you could hear it in the words for Brandon Hyde when he was addressing the team in the locker room. And you could hear him trying to get choked up with words, how he understood how hard the last 3 months have been for a team that has lost so many big pieces, that has lost so many talented players, that has dealt with inconsistencies, struggles, frustrations, everything in between. And yet they are still going to the postseason for consecutive years for the first time in 27 years. And if you're a Baltimore sports fan, don't take that for granted. Mm-hmm. Don't. And that's the reason why for me, the hardest thing is battling through and trying to get to this point. Because you can't get a World Series opportunity or championship if you don't get to the damn postseason. And for Baltimore, it's awesome. And you do it in New York. Yeah. You clinch in New York. And yeah, I hate to say it, guys, New York's going to win the division in the next couple days. They probably win one of these games. Hope the Orioles sweep.
Yeah, that'd be cool. But
that'd be neat. But here's the thing. Despite that, think about that. The Orioles are going to be the wild card team and have the series victory over the New York Yankees. Yeah. Fellas, it just warms my heart knowing how hard those guys work, to be honest. And to know that they are going to have a chance. Dumb and Dumber reference out there for everyone.
So you're saying
you're telling me there's a chance. This is kind of how it is. The Orioles could get swept out of the playoffs. They could. They really could. They could suck. But you know what? Last year, 3 teams won 100 games, and only one actually won a game in the divisional series. That's what I love about postseason baseball. You don't know what the hell can happen. You just got to get the hell in, and then shit hits the fan. This is now what you live for. I'm sorry. Like, it fires me up. Yeah. It really does. It really fires me up.
I mean, we've been talking about it. It's only, back-to-back years for the first time in 27 years. Making the playoffs in baseball is hard. There's 162 games for shit to go wrong. And it did. A lot. And they still found a way.
Roller coaster ride, man.
People blame it. People say, like you've said a bunch, Rip, people say they don't deserve it because of the final month and a half. They don't deserve to be in the playoffs, completely disregarding the 3 months of just damn good baseball this team played. Baseball that set them up in the position to where they could have a pretty catastrophic second half when you take into account all the injuries, all the tough losses, all the heartbreak. It really was as tough of a second half as you could get, and they still found a way.
Zach, I want to take it a step even further than that. This team has faced adversity from before the season even began in spring training. with the injuries to Kyle Bradish and John Means, those setbacks. Then Tyler Wells goes down. Then Bradish and Means are done for the season. So is Wells. Then Grayson Rodriguez, I mean, somewhere in there, he goes on the IL a first time. Then you have guys that are thrown into the mix, the Cole Irvins, the Albert Suarez's. Not to mention, you began the season without Felix Bautista, your all-star closer, and one of the best closers, if not the best closer when healthy in all of baseball. So it's how the team has overcame adversity this season. And it's something special. And we're not going to sit here and sugarcoat like they sucked for a portion of the season. They did. Yeah. Teams suck sometimes. They do. They don't play their best baseball. And they were not playing good at all. I'll be the first one to say that. They were not playing good baseball at points. Not just points, multiple points in the season. But to get here, to get to the postseason, to make it back-to-back years in the postseason, it's something special, man. It is. Now, we'll see what they can do with that. Like you said, Rip, they could go out there and get swept. They could win, one of two. But they could just go out there and win the whole damn thing. And that's the hope.
They have.
Here's the thing. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. Buckle the fuck up. Because this is where it gets fun. Baseball 2023, I wasn't kidding when it was spoiled. It spoiled fans last year, not because fans didn't, that they weren't used to it. But what I mean was what the Orioles went through, they didn't have adversity last year until the postseason. Literally everything went their way. Think about that. No expectation on the team. Let's see how far they run it. Let's win every close game. The Orioles were the best in one-run games in the American League. We fall behind 5-0. Let's come pull one out of our ass and win a game. That's just what they constantly did. It felt like the perfect storm. And then this year was the complete opposite. But then people thought that they had to have the same moment. I'll tell you what, this is what makes a team stronger. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that they're the strongest that they can be because they're missing some key guys, but it's these moments that really just punch you right in the face and you say, what are you going to do? You got to get up or you got to stay on the ground, say, oh, woe is me, and you're going to keep fighting. You might get dinged up, and they were dinged up. They were not feeling good for 3 damn months of the season. But guess what? Maybe the birds are getting healthy as they possibly can at the right time. Maybe, just maybe, their bullpen is going to get to what they need to be at the right time. And maybe your starting pitchers, get so damn hot that they dominate in the postseason. Maybe that happens. Maybe Baltimore goes on a run. Maybe they don't. But you don't know until you get there. And for the second straight year, I still can't get over it. Rocky, you mentioned it. I was 3 and 4 years old when that happened. I don't remember those moments in Baltimore. The great years that Buck Showalter had in Baltimore, they didn't have a consecutive seasons of postseason berths. So as much as we want to nitpick, cherish this.
Yeah.
Cherish that Baltimore could be a playoff team for years. And guys, I got to check my math on this. I think it checks out. You can't win a World Series unless you get in the dance. Last year, 2 wild card teams went to the World Series. The Phillies, when they went to the World Series the year prior, they were a wild card team, right? I'm not losing my mind. The Phillies just won their first division series or division title in 13 years.
It's 11.
Did I get that right?
Yes.
Yep.
Your math checks out. I do. Speaking, you brought up Philly.
I want to get some tequila.
Okay. I also need to get a drink, but I do want to bring up a quote from the greatest Philadelphia sports figure of all time, and. You might say he's fictional, but we just don't believe that where I'm from. It's Rocky Balboa, man. And he says this in the movie, and it's fantastic. And Rip kind of touched on it. It's not about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you get hit and keep moving forward. And the Orioles, they got hit. They got punched in the mouth this season. They continue to move forward. And the roster and the lineups didn't look good at times. I mean, sometimes you look and you're like, what are we putting out there on the field? But, that's sometimes that is the hand you're given. And the Orioles have gotten to the postseason with it again. People don't realize Rip and I are the same age, which is crazy. A lot of people think I don't know, but yeah, you said that 2-3 years old. Like same here, man. It's crazy. It's been a while.
Yet.
What?
I wasn't born yet when
Yeah.
they last
We
time.
know.
Yeah, that was a big thing in the chat earlier today. I brought it up to like start the show, and that was a shock to a lot of people. So
Hey, Alvin, I see this part right here. I think it's that old guys that are more critical. We're running out of time to see another World Series chance. How many times will you get this chance? Well, guess the thing is, if you don't get in the dance, you don't got a chance. And for the Baltimore Orioles, here's another fun stat. I know these are numbers I'm throwing out here. Rocco, this will mark the 7th time since the Orioles have won the World Series in 1983 that they will be in the postseason. So 7 times in 41 years.
It's crazy, man.
7 times in 41 years.
I want to do the math on that because you talk about math. We're not mathematicians. 7 times in 41 years. So correct me if I'm wrong for all the mathematicians out there, but that's 17% right there. If we're talking about 7 times in 41 years. Correct? Incorrect? Dumb? Smart?
Yeah.
I mean, that's can't say that's great.
no,
Can't say that's great at all. If I got a 17% on a test, I'm not going to college. I did get a few, 30% before, but never a 17. So, yeah.
Well, and here's the thing, and Eric, it's saying it's once every 6 years, but the reality is, for 15 years, the Orioles didn't have a winning season. From 97 to 2012, not a winning season. And also then I'll check the math again. If you don't have a winning season, you're probably not going to be in the postseason. So for 15 straight years, the Orioles fans had to sit through mediocrity or below average baseball for 15 straight years. It wasn't like, oh, there's a glimmer of hope. No. The Orioles did not have hope for 15 years.
Yep. Yeah, man.
Here's the reality, and I told you guys this. I don't like to talk about the family that much. I'm related to a few people. Bill being one of them, and then the guy that played for a while, Calvin. But if you would have told him in his second year that he'd win a World Series and it'd be the last time he'd ever get back, he would think you were crazy. He played 19 more years. And they didn't get back. Not once. And then you look at the years. He also then went through this season where they lost 21 straight with Larry Sheets, Gavin's dad. Shout out the fighting Gavin Sheets, is the White Sox. Woof. Perspective, fellas. You could be on that team.
Rip. That's
good.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And that's why we talk about how hard it is. That's why when players say it in the clubhouse after a loss, in any postseason stage, when they go, yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back. Sometimes it's just not the case, man. We sat there in the clubhouse last season in Arlington when they got swept by the Rangers, and Austin Hayes was saying it. Now, Austin Hayes, he's not on the Orioles anymore. But as a group collectively, the Orioles did get back. They did. They accomplished what they set out, what they wanted to do. This is only the first step, though. They have much higher aspirations than just getting in. I mean, again, we've said it before. They don't just want to be in the party. They want to be the life of the party. You can get your foot in the door. You can get the invite to the party. That's cool. When you're the life of the party, when you're winning, it's a different story. And that's their goal. That's every team's goal when they get in.
You know why people pop bottles as much as they do when people like celebrating? This is like you're grinding your nuts off out there where you're literally blood, sweat, and tears for 162. You're going from February till October, 8 months to hope to get a chance. So every chance you can celebrate something because there's one champion, you do. So pop bottles win the wild card or get into the playoffs. Pop bottles if you win the division. Pop bottles if you get to the next round. You don't win very often. So I hope that this changes the culture. I hope it's something. I have this sitting here for a little bit, so maybe I do a cheers to everyone here. And for everyone that's a part of the stream right now, Kevin and Zach Reacts. It's a part of the Ryan Ripken Media group. We appreciate you all. Look, thank you. Make sure you're hitting the like and subscribe to the Kevin and Zach Reacts. I know that they are putting in this hard work each and every time because they care. Hey, pop it, Rock.
Pop it, baby.
Zach and Kevin do this every night because they care about this Baltimore community, right?
Right.
When we started, we're
I'm
trying
gonna
to
get one
build on this. Starting a trend. You know, and you know what, Spirit Bomb, I'll finish my toast here in a second. Yeah, believe it or not, it's crazy, right? It's a crazy thought. You know, while we're cheersing, Kevin is, I think, grilling the ramen. I think he might have put it on the burner. It's unbelievable. I didn't know ramen could. I'm learning a lot about what you should and shouldn't do with ramen. You know, and Kevin, maybe the fish locked Kevin in the basement for once, you know.
Drink it out of this
Where did he go?
little glass.
I think he's grilling the ramen.
Grilling the ramen. These are the collector's items, man. I feel like
I
everyone
have one of those.
has these. Yeah, it's like the this one was the Sun World Champions one. So yeah, Rip. But you talked about the celebrating like when they can, and I mean it brings me to a great story that you can talk about more. When you talked with Mike Elias about last season and what the plan was for if they clinched, and Adam Frazier and James McCann in that room with Elias and Brandon Hyde, and what happened and how cool that was. And this is why players celebrate all the time when they clinch, when they win the division, when they go on to the next round, because you never know when you're going to get the chance to do so again.
No, and that's why I'm glad Adam Frazier said some things about, you know, hell, we're lighting this up. Kevin, what the hell happened to you, dude?
Hello. I've returned. No, nobody's gonna welcome me back.
Is the ramen okay?
The ramen is here. Had some difficulties, but
No.
Difficulties ain't the word, my friend. That was ridiculous.
well, after I cooked it, I dumped the water out because I didn't want it to be like I don't want soggy ramen. I just want to eat the noodles. And then I put the chili powder in, but then the chili powder like wouldn't come out of the packet, so I had to dirty some scissors.
I really don't know what you would do if a camera just followed you.
Probably make a lot of money.
I don't, you know, or you know, we'd find out a lot of things we don't want to find out.
Like that I can't cook ramen correctly.
Or that
That'd be
serial
the
killer.
least of the worries. Zach, I have one. Rocco, you have one. Kevin, you can put up your ramen. Okay, or pineapple juice.
I'm not going to drink out of the glass because Joe called me a jinx. So just I'll take a miss.
Hey boys. Hey, cheers to what is hopefully a nice run. But for everyone out there, hey, cheers to you guys. Hey, we appreciate that you guys want to tune into what is building here, and you guys can be a part of the experience. What makes moments in sports great is the moments and memories you create along the way. Nothing's guaranteed. You don't know what's going to happen, but what you do know is you get to experience your favorite team chasing another dream to bring a World Series and joy back to you. So cheers to you. Have a day. Have a night. Let's go fucking Birds.
Cheers, gentlemen. Go Hoes, baby. Woo!
Woo! Smile.
Kevin, I'm not gonna lie. I thought you actually took a shot and then spit it out there. I was like,
Nah, I took a sip of the one drop of pineapple juice I had left in there.
there we go, boys.
It's going down. It's going down. I'm yelling timber.
You better move. You better
dance.
dance.
Yeah, so I need to tweet out some stuff for Locked On Ravens, but once I'm done with that, I will eat the ramen. So I just need to get this out.
Right.
And then ramen
that
will
all
commence.
checks out.
Rip, I want to do like jumping jacks right now. I'm like, felt good.
So this is what I do. Like when I say that tequila cures all, I wasn't kidding. I legit, when good games, bad games, your boy would just have some tequila and I'd be right back on the horse. Hangover, tequila, you're cured. Bad game, tequila, you're cured. 4 for 4, celebrate, you're cured. Just how it goes.
0 for 2, tequila, finish the game 2 for 4. Right? No?
I don't know if that's how it really worked, but I like the enthusiasm, Rocco. Appreciate you. Cows
Everything by the book. He's a good kid.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, I think the other part too. So Jeff, thanks. You were the. I don't even say I was the faithful one. I think it's just when you go through. I've just been fucking spit up and chewed out with this sport my entire life. So it's just. I wouldn't mess with anyone if I didn't think that this wasn't the possibility, right? Like they were in a great position. I never thought that they weren't going to make it, and especially a lot of teams would have fallen off. Like,
listen, if you ever want to be entertained, just go to Ryan's quote tweets and mentions after a loss where he tweets the O's are fine. It's a beautiful thing. I just sit there, scroll with a smile on my face, send a few texts on the side. It's a thing of beauty. It's unbelievable.
yeah, it's a good thing. Kevin, people are starting to murmur that the ramen doesn't exist.
Yeah, there's a lot of hate coming.
The ramen is right here. I need to get this out. I need to get all this stuff out by midnight, or else I lose my place in the algorithm. So I need to do it, and then I'll eat the ramen.
Appreciate you, Pocket Watch.
The algorithm.
And then Laura, Kevin, stop stalling the murmur.
It's not stalling. It is not stalling. I need to figure out this. I actually have a.
It is.
Hey, but the thing is that people say, don't you dare. I hate to tell people, and this may be a good thing for life. And maybe it's the tequila, maybe just how I am. You guys would know this, or maybe you don't. I don't give a flying hoot if someone says something that they might not agree with. I respect what people have to say. But if you think it's going to deter how I'm going to act on a daily basis, I think the same thing should be for anyone out there. So much in this day and age, we care so much about someone else, what they're saying. If you're convicted in what you believe, say what you want to say. And I'm cool with it. If you think I'm a piece of shit, hey, by all means, appreciate it. You don't know me. It's not going to hold it against me. Right? So when Rocco, Zach, and Kevin say a lot of crap about me, I push it to the side. Because I'm like, you know what? Table it. Now, if Ali said it to me under the table, that would hurt my feelings. Right? So, but I hate this nowadays that people don't do things based off of what other people are going to think about them. And it drives me nuts. If you want to be positive, or you want to believe in something, believe in it. If you don't, then don't. But don't let somebody else get on you about it. I tell these guys all the time, people can say whatever the hell they want about me. I know how I act, and I know that Kevin is keeping these fish hostage. Those are two things I know. I know who I am, and I know where the fish are.
Wrong. On both. No, I'm kidding.
Kevin, what exactly are you posting?
My episode from today. It's actually almost 10,000 views. It's another great episode. So appreciate all the Locked on Ravens listeners who are in the chat.
He's posting feet pics.
Why would I do that? Why would I do that? For no money.
Because you've done it before, Kevin. Must we forget?
Oh, yeah. Hey,
socks, by the way.
Free sock picks via Kevin Ostriker.
Only Kevs.
I remember that sock of the day segment.
Toe Striker, OnlyFans, Wiki Feet Striker.
Someone called me Toe Striker on Locked on Ravens. It's carrying.
Yeah, Aviator wants you to eat the ramen.
And I am 1 out of 3 tweets and 0 shorts into what I need to finish right now.
Aviator's never going to donate again if you don't eat the ramen in the next 2 minutes.
Oh, Aviator.
I'm speaking
Aviator. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Aviator.
So Kevin, how did you get in this position if you're on a deadline before midnight?
Okay. Couldn't find the toaster oven. That's all I'll say.
Oh, you did. How long were you out looking for a toaster?
I was out for a while. I actually ended up getting the octopus, obviously. And then a bowl. I got a gift from my parents, and I got Banksy some treats. I also got Banksy some treats.
So you got some puss and a puss in treats.
No. No, but yes, but no. But yes, but no.
Kevin, I think you just need to eat the ramen while you're posting.
I can multitask on a lot of things. I don't know.
If you can post and eat.
Well, because I feel like if I just like half-ass eating the ramen, I take one bite and I'm like, oh my God, and then I put it down.
Kevin, you could have eaten one bite by now in the last 10 fucking
No,
minutes.
I know, but I'm saying it doesn't give the same allure if I eat one bite instead of the whole thing at once.
Kevin, I can promise you, you're not going anywhere in the algorithm. Just take a bite of the ramen. Enjoy it.
Rocker just hates me.
The algorithm's going nowhere. No, I want you to eat the ramen.
Yeah, I know you do. Hold on.
Eat it and shut up.
The good thing is the second post I do doesn't take that long.
You know what's crazy? You could have eaten one bite and this would have all stopped.
Yeah, like if you just down like 3 bites off the rip, I think people are pretty.
My goal is to make this the most entertaining ramen eating ever, and I can't just do one bite. I have to go all in.
Well, you can, but like I think that people, you know what? I digress.
If you want me to eat the ramen, go comment on my tweets of the Locked On Ravens episode. You can see I'm literally just tweeting out the episodes, and on Instagram, by the way, trying to build up my Instagram, which has been an adventure. So.
Thing is, Rocker, you pulled it up, and there's.
How do you know I pulled it up?
Because I know who pulled it up. It wasn't Zach.
That wasn't me. Why would I'm barely even looking at the chat right now.
Brooks might have to log into StreamYard.
Yeah, see, Justin just commented on the Locked On Ravens. Yeah, see, I'll like that. Justin.
Anyway, all right,
Kevin, the distraction for you, but you could have had the tweets out. You could have eaten a bite of ramen. Like
I know, I honestly planned this very poorly. If we, I'll admit it. I know it might be tough. Some people might not see it that way.
Kevin, post your post and eat the ramen.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it right now.
Rip, how about Dino?
I'm gonna hit a laser beam off his forearm the next time I see him. Make sure he stays in postseason form.
Yeah, I mean, just might need to take more baseballs off the forearm more often. So that's cool though, man. The last 2 seasons, just like he lives for the big moments. It's like 2023 clincher who's starting the game, Dean Kramer. 2023 AL East clincher who's starting the game, Dean Kramer. Postseason clincher 2024 who's starting the game, Dean Kramer. It's like Dean's everywhere. Someone asked, they were like, can he pitch in 5 days? Is he available? Who knows? He might be. They might throw him out there again.
Good kids, man. Good
Great
kids.
kid. Yeah.
Happy for him.
Love it.
Very happy for him.
Rip, what are your thoughts? Because we saw some people in here earlier talking about it. Just about Grayson not being even close to ready yet, or so it seems.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, I actually have a video we'll put out of that tomorrow about Grayson. We had it from the show. Yeah, I mean, he's not going to start a playoff game for the first round,
which sucks.
There's a lot going in there into this whole situation. Do I want to spill all the beans now? Do I wait? Do I talk about it? Zach, what do we do?
Yeah, talk about
it. Yeah. I don't know. I'll be honest, guys, I was fully expecting this Orioles season to be over with. Just thought the writing was on the wall. Sorry, I can't take myself seriously. Yeah, lats are tricky. I think it was underestimated by those probably from the outside. And I think on the inside for Grayson, it's kind of like a similar situation to when he wanted to try to get back as quick as he could when he was trying to get to the bigs. Lats are no joke. You can't push them. You can't put yourself in a bad position because you don't want to set yourself back, especially a guy that's a cornerstone piece. And I wouldn't trust then Grayson to be a guy that you can put at the end of the game. You know, if you're like, oh, max effort going from the bullpen, a guy that's never been a bullpen piece, that's hard to ask for a player in his second year. If he's a veteran, 5-6 years, it's a different story. There's so many other variables. I think for the Orioles and for everyone, you have to plan to not have them and expect that and be pleasantly surprised if you do. That's how I view it. And I would start Dean Kramer in game 3. I'd have Albert Suarez be the middle guy, and that's how I'd lean. That's how I'd lean with it, rock with it.
Lean with the rock with it. Great song.
As them franchise boys would say. Zach, do you know them franchise boys?
No.
Lean with it, rock with it. Lean.
Wait, what? You don't? Dun 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 dun.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think that's no. Zach has no clue.
No.
That because your beat didn't sound like, no offense, Rip. That was it sounded great in your head, and I know that because I've done that before, but it didn't sound great out loud. Like if you did that again, no one would have a clue what you're talking about. Not like Young Jock dropped a little bit of. I don't know if these kids know who Young Jock is either.
In the trail.
There you go, Kevin.
Yeah, come on. Don't play me like that.
You want to do the dance, Kevin, when you're done eating your ramen?
I don't know if I can do that.
Do the dance.
I don't know if I can do
You look
that.
a little.
Oh, sugar. Trying to think what else we got going out tomorrow.
All right. So my issue with the short.
Kevin, are you eating this ramen anytime?
Yes, I need to download the short, but the issue with the short is that it's 61.8 seconds and not 60 seconds. So I'm doing the 61.8 seconds for the socials, but I need to somehow find a way in the next 10 minutes to cut this clip down by 1.8 seconds, or I guess 1.9, to get it out on YouTube. And then
all this makes sense.
Welcome inside Kevin's brain. It does all make sense now.
I have to change the font color over because the font color is not correct.
Hey guys, we also on top of it, we got a big week ahead, so buckle up. So it means postseason. We got some guests coming up on Thursday for the show. We got guests coming up on Monday on the Ryan Ripken show. Postseason game on Tuesday, and maybe Zach and Rocco. We got some boots on the ground for your liking.
Yeah,
we gotta talk about that.
People got to let us know in here while we have the amount of people we do in here. If you guys are going to the Ravens game Sunday. Where are you going to be tailgating? Like,
where would you want to visit from at Zach Bollinger 18 and no at Rocco?
Yeah, where would you want us? What tailgate would we have to kind of toy with the notion of going to?
Who could Zach challenge?
Yeah,
Zach, what would be your go-to if you're going to challenge someone out in the elements? Something.
What are we like? Because things we could put on. I guess we could put alcohol on the thing. So
But is it cornhole? Is it?
I was gonna say beer pong. It depends. I'm either like really hot at beer pong or I'm ice cold.
Oh,
This is
I run the table.
you,
I run the table.
It's the perfect game for you, Zach. This has you written all over it. It's a blackout. So
game.
I mean, it's like
yeah.
Sounds like a Friday night for you and Fed,
Canton.
Yeah, you'll never.
What about gridiron golf, Zach? How would you line up against the
I've
opponents?
already kicked enough ass in gridiron golf that people know.
I'm our ringer when it comes to gridiron golf, not that guy.
Zach, we know. I think I got money on Zach. If it comes down to pressure, people around you,
I'll be fine, Rip. Don't you worry. You haven't seen me in action. You saw me on the show, and that was like I had cold feet. Get me out in the elements. It's over.
Out in the elements of what? Just outside the studio?
People enjoying life. People enjoying alcohol. People getting ready to just like get obliterated ahead of a football game. It's the elements.
Kids.
Yep. Gotta love it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I got a couple other things I got to get done before I go to bed and get ready for tomorrow. I got to do pregame with Mike Bordick tomorrow night.
Little John Wall action.
I don't know. I think Zach, like overall could be a solid contender across the board, but don't sleep on the older. He's the young buck, but don't sleep on the older group. Yeah, Aviator. You might as well call the stream because you're not going to get that anyway from him.
I'm getting stressed just watching Kevin.
Well, no. So now I've apparently reached my.
Kevin, just take a bite of the ramen. All will be well. I promise.
Now I've reached my limit.
How does that mean?
Like apparently.
Will G said he dropped a super chat in here. Did we miss it?
27 years since the Orioles have gone to the postseason.
No way we missed it.
I'm not. Oh, here we go. Yeah.
Will G.
Healthy at 99%.
All right, Will G.
Just like Texas last year, it's just true. It's just about getting in and getting healthy. Couldn't agree more. Will, appreciate you as always. My God. I agree. They're getting healthy at the right time.
Sorry, Will G. We didn't mean to miss that one.
So two things are going to happen here. The ramen is going to be as cold as an iceberg.
I will eat that cold ramen.
And Kevin's going to miss the deadline. It's going to be a combo.
It probably honestly will be.
I feel like this is like you have to have a paper in. It's like you're back in college and you got to have an assignment due at 11:59.
It is exactly. And now here's the best part is now I have to instead of just downloading it from the software and uploading it, I have to download it from the software, put it into iMovie, edit it in iMovie, download it from iMovie, upload it to CapCut, edit it in CapCut, download it from CapCut, put it in YouTube, and then get it out by 11:59. We have 4 minutes.
So where was the prior 4 hours?
Eating dinner and
Looking for
doing other writing work.
Kevin, you know what I had for dinner? No lie. I had ramen.
Did you actually?
Swear to God, I had ramen.
What flavor?
It was a little bit of spicy kind.
Oh, did it
The
have
ramen
like
deserved
meter?
the better fate.
It was from, where was it from? Let me see. I don't know. Ariana just got back from Spain. So I was like, what would you like? What should we get? She said, let's get ramen. So we got Akira ramen.
Oh, okay. All right.
Had some sushi as well, some dumplings. But yeah, I'm not a huge ramen guy, not gonna lie, but that stuff tonight was pretty good.
That is quite sad.
Zach, give me your thoughts.
Kevin has completely lost all control. I've never seen someone just so mentally just defeated by just the thought of ramen.
What do you mean by the thought of ramen?
This ramen was made 40 minutes ago.
It was made like 20 minutes ago. Hold on now. All right, so this is 9x16.
We're an hour and 17 minutes into the stream.
And you know what? That's what makes this beautiful.
We started the ramen thing when Ryan joined like 30 minutes ago.
What happens if you don't make the deadline? You get fired?
Huh?
So what happens if you don't make the deadline? Would you get fired?
Pressure on him, Rocco. Too much pressure.
Be fantastic if Kevin just got a call at 12:01.
Yo, I gotta take this.
Kevin, take this. You make your deadline.
I have 2 minutes to make my deadline. I'm currently exporting it out right now. I had to chop it down because do you know how annoying it can be? I mean, you guys all know this. We have shorts in YouTube when it's a minute long, but it doesn't count it as a short because it's like a minute and like 2 milliseconds.
Yeah. I like Kevin wasting his time by explaining
To the three people that have had to deal with
Little the three.
editing.
Kevin explaining how little
Well,
time.
it's behind the scenes.
You see Brian's comment?
And the best part is CapCut just fries my computer, so now it's lagging.
He doesn't make it Stephen King time.
Occupied saying Kevin with deadline is quality content.
Stephen King time. What the fuck? Oh man.
All right, we're gonna see.
Right, want to do another
All
shot?
right, I'm in good shape.
What?
I'm debating it. I mean, I want to go to bed. I got to work out in the morning. You know, B's a
No.
T.
I'll do another one with you.
All right, we're
should I
not putting tags in right now.
Are you talking to us?
No, I'm talking to myself.
Stephen King time. Now it all makes sense. George R. Martin type procrastination. Oh man, I love this chat, man. It's incredible. Never ceases to amaze me.
Kevin, you're in the seconds portion of the. Oh no. Did you do it?
Let's go with like 1 second to spare.
As the clock hits 12,
There is no way.
the clock strikes midnight.
I bet you.
Published
already
September
done.
24th. Published September 24th, 2024. Oh yeah.
Eat that ramen.
God, that was awful. All right.
I feel like it's all staged. Like Kevin had it already done. Like it was done.
No.
Waited
no.
for 11:59, 50 seconds.
No.
Good kid.
Okay. Okay, let me reset my
Ring a
computer. I'll be
bell?
back in a sec.
What are you doing?
There are things that make so much more sense. That makes so much more sense.
I
Just saying.
where is it going?
Wow. Someone said, and I don't know how true this is with Dean on Twitter. They said if they went out and the Pirates sweep the Yankees, Dean would also pitch the division clincher on Sunday. Can we confirm that?
Well, I mean, that's like, the Yankees are 5 up with 5 to go. The Orioles would have to win out and for the Yanks to lose out, and Dean would pitch the final game. Yeah.
Rip. Hold on. Can you just like say what you just said and like explain that again? Because like I just want you to repeat yourself. It's very fast.
Now we will eat the ramen. And thank you for the comment on my short. It says eat the ramen. Oh,
What comment, Rock?
What you just said. What you just said about the Orioles. What
I'm
you
pretty
just
sure
said
they have to win out and the Yanks have to lose out. And Dean would pitch the final game on Sunday, I think, because he'd be the 5th guy.
Kevin,
So-
let's get this.
Hold on, Zach.
they're talking about something. I don't know what they're talking
We've
about.
been going for an hour and 30 minutes. I'm
Brian
trying
said
to go.
the probability is not 0, correct, Rip? Is
You
that
tell me there's a chance.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Is that all you wanted to do? Is that really all you wanted to do?
Yeah!
What you?
Kevin, you don't even know what movie that is.
Yeah, Kevin, you don't enjoy movies like we do. We just
That's I know that's Jim Carrey.
Okay.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations. That's right. All right, are we ready for me to do this? I've been waiting all night. I've been waiting for like 40 minutes to do this.
Kevin,
Kevin,
let's
if I
go.
could pick you up and punch you into the harbor, I would.
Okay. All right. So again, this is the hot and spicy shrimp ramen. 1 on the spice level. Orioles didn't get a sweep, so we're just doing it after they clinched the playoffs. For those who don't know, I have a very low spice tolerance. Here we go. You can taste the kick in there. Not terrible.
This is also just level 1. So this is.
I know. I would feel not great if I couldn't handle this, honestly.
I'm convinced that Kevin.
This is why I said we needed to just skip to like 4 because we waited 30 minutes for Kevin to just eat the lowest spice on the thing. Like I feel like he's just gonna.
And you're gonna like it.
I feel like he's just gonna body this and be like, that actually has some decent flavor. Like
Yeah,
I feel like we're sitting here thinking that this was gonna be like Kevin struggling through, and this is just gonna be like a nice little midnight snack for Kevin that we just waited for him to eat. Oh, maybe
Dude,
not.
don't even say it's spicy. Don't even.
It's
don't
not.
even
There's just a low kick. Just a
Well,
low
red
kick.
pepper
fake,
flake.
don't even fake cough.
Little red pepper.
No,
flake.
that was no. Why would I fake a cough? I want to body it so I can say I don't have a spice tolerance anymore. I don't want to cough.
I gave up on Kevin's spice tolerance when he told us at 50,000 he will do the 1 chip challenge, and then he said he's training for it by eating spicy pickles. That's when I gave up on Kevin ever being able to have a spice tolerance.
Nothing. And Zach, you could vouch for the both of us. I mean, nothing can ever prepare you for that spicy 1 chip challenge. Nothing.
I will never forget the look me and Rocco, because we were trying to go the whole time without having milk or anything, and we made it like 45 seconds, and then we both stared at each other and we're like, done.
Dude, my body just like started convulsing. I like grabbed the couch, and then I was like, bread, milk, anything in front of me that can like. It was so bad, and then my legs started. It was, dude, terrible.
I will die on the hill that the worst idea we had was me and Rocco said we should do it in the final 30 minutes. And then we were like, no, let's kick off the show with it. And then me and Rocco were useless the entire show. The next 45 minutes, me and Rocco were like, I really think the Orioles should do this. It's been a great offseason.
You talked more than you did on last Sunday's show, though.
Oh, yeah. Got the Corbin. That's when the Orioles got Corbin Burns.
Yeah, that was so good. I forgot about that.
That was great.
That was
like looking back, that was so insane.
I'll do challenges. Like if people have challenges out there, they're like, hey, Rocco and Zach, try this. I'll do it. Like I want to go to Buffalo Wild Wings and try the Blazing Challenge. I've always wanted to do that and just never have. But like, listen, put me in a Buffalo Wild Wings when we reach a certain point, and I'll do it. We'll live stream the whole thing.
Just for the record, I think that short literally went out at 11:59:59.
No, you did, because
it says September 24th.
So wait, you have a YouTube algorithm?
Shut up, Kevin.
It works. I don't know what it is.
I'm tired.
And then I have another short to make after this. If you know, you know. Hashtag everyone currently on this StreamYard.
Steven, what's the worst that can happen if we do the Blazing Challenge? Can't be that bad. Can't be as bad as the 1 chip challenge. That was.
I think it's the same, isn't that the Blaze? Because is it the Blaze and 1 chip challenge?
I don't.
Oh no, Blazing. That's the Buffalo Wild Wings, isn't it?
Yeah, Buffalo. And
I love the Blaze. Yeah, let's do that.
On
That's
top
just
of
deep
that,
Is that one hotter than the 1 chip?
No.
Nothing I ever experienced in my life will be hotter than the 1.
Well, isn't there a hotter 1 chip challenge than the one that you guys did?
If there is, I don't want to know about it, and I don't want to do it ever.
Yeah, Spirit Bomb is,
That's good to know, Spirit Bomb.
Hey, while Kevin is no, never mind.
Evidently what they did originally, it was just ghost pepper. The wings were ghost pepper when you did the Blazing Challenge, and now they've like upped it, and it's like Carolina Reaper, which is hotter. So Yep. Steven just said it. Changed the Blazing Challenge last year, allegedly hotter. That's what I heard too. So.
Rocco, you down? Two-chip challenge.
2-chip challenge. No.
Oh,
Would
God.
that get hotter or would that just be prolonged?
I think it would just
Like, is that as hot?
no,
Like,
it's like the theory of what is it? The like I guess like the hay bales and whatnot.
Yeah.
If you have like a pound of hay, no matter it, they're like versus a pound of leaves, which one's heavier? I don't know. Maybe
that's not actually it at all.
dude, I don't know what it is, but I feel like I don't know.
Finish that?
Huh?
Did you actually finish that?
Yeah.
See, it
I
wasn't.
mean, I'm on the last couple, like last bites right now.
Right.
What's a challenge that we should tackle though on the Ryan Ripken show? What is a challenge we should tackle? Maybe one that like a food challenge where I'm not going to be in pain.
I have like 5 lined up. I'm eating 18 corn dogs,
Yeah, Kevin's got all of his ready.
and
Where's
I'm doing
this-
the Ravens conditioning test.
18
Make sure-
corn dogs, stick included
Yes,
in the
make
bite.
sure you do not lose the
Not
stick.
included in the meal, but included as like the victory.
You're going
Alright.
to eat the stick in the victory?
No. All right, look at
I'm not
that. Slight work. You know, I think I can jump to 6 next time. No, I'm kidding. Absolutely not.
God, Kevin, I'm glad you did. It only took us 45 minutes.
I know. You know, people were in the way of me doing it. I don't know what happened there.
Uh-huh.
We have some thoughts.
Yeah. Any final thoughts before we get out of here? I can't believe we just waited 45 extra minutes.
It was like 20 minutes.
No,
It was
but I'm
like
saying for
20
you, like, it
minutes.
wasn't even a struggle. Like you just bodied it, Kevin. Like you just kind of dominated that. and it's
Winners
kinda-
win. Winners work. You know, that's just. I guess I don't have a spice tolerance anymore.
Yeah. But the Baltimore Orioles are heading to the playoffs. The Baltimore Orioles are heading to the playoffs. That's all that matters. They're in. That's all that matters. Win and see what happens. They've done that. Any final thoughts, guys?
I was going to pull up Kevin's performance yesterday, but I don't think it's going to be loaded in time. We'll save it for a different day.
People are
So be back to get more of that, and we will be back tomorrow after the Orioles take on the Yankees. Try to just keep the division alive. Let's see what the vibes are doing. Let's see if the boys are hung over. If you go watch the videos, it seems like the guys are having a great time. But that'll do it for us at Kevin and Zach Reacts. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. If you're new to the channel, also go make sure you subscribe to the Ryan Ripken Show channel. We go live every Monday and Thursday. But that'll do it for us for another edition. Kevin and Zach Reacts. The Baltimore Orioles are in the playoffs.